it is Nancy Taylor here, and you are catching my video on how to teach the letter X. This is for your mock class, and I will be going through the PowerPoint showing you how I teach it and what I look for as a mock class mentor. And giving you tips along the way. I will not be showing you the actual PowerPoint to keep that confidential, and I also would love to show you what it looks like in the classroom because it is much easier to show you circle on the screen. That's how you direct their attention. I want to give access to that kind of content only for teachers and really those who are really considering the company. So, okay, Ava loves Dino. You want to show him Dino? How does Dino talk? Say hi, I'm Dino. All right, I have a checklist. So before you start your mock class, just cover my face with Dino. So you want to make sure that you practice. And once you've practiced, be aware that the mentor, the mock class mentor on the other end, may not know how to use their mouse, or they may do the activity without saying anything. And so you need to be flexible. Make sure that you adjust to the student. So it's not just how I practice. Oh no, this is how I practice. What will I do? Just be aware. It's gonna happen. They're there to give you a real life situation, and that's real life. Make sure you have at least 2 props. They're different. So if I have a stuffed animal and then a whiteboard, awesome. And then I also want to have my reward system. So here's my reward system. So you want to have your reward system and 2 different types. If you only have printouts, then that counts as 1 prop. You grab a real life tomato that you have in your house. That's an apple. I wasn't doing this. You want to have a headset, or I used to use my headphones from my iPhone, and they have a microphone. That's okay. I now have this Logitech headset, and I'll link it below if you're interested in looking into headsets for your mock class. You have to have one because there's an echo. If you don't have one, then the mock class mentor hears your voice and their voice, and it's confusing. You want to have an educational background. I've seen a lot of maps on teachers' backgrounds. I hope I'm a trendsetter. She knows how to work the iPad. She knows how to find Netflix. She knows how to call dad. Awesome, Ava. Does it have to be Christmas and festive and above and beyond? No. Don't worry, you'll get to that point. You'll add things to your classroom. It will happen. Don't stress about it right now. You might want to have your name, Teacher Nancy. I could have that there, and maybe I could have my reward system hung up right there as well. That would be something helpful to have with. Get your poster at, dollar store, Target, anything. Just spend $1 on it. Don't spend too much on it, or time. Don't worry about that. You want to have good lighting, and I have a lamp here. I'm filming during the day, so I have natural light, and that's why my face is well lit on this side, not so much on this side. I have an LED light in my lamp, and I'll link the lamp below as well. So I'll give you those resources that I use, but make sure that you just use what you have. I already had it. I didn't go out and buy something new. It's just something I already had. Solid color shirt. You could wear orange if you have orange because it shows you your Team VIPKID. I have a lot of orange. I just have all my orange shirts hanging right there. I grab them in the morning, put them on, and teach. That's how. And then make sure that you know you can circle and draw on the screen, but the student does not see your pencil. So when you are in the classroom, when you go in an hour before your mock class and practice in the classroom, upload, click docs. Click in the middle, upload by myself. Click on the PowerPoint you want to upload, and then it uploads. It will walk you through that, or your mock class mentor will if you haven't uploaded it already. You want to upload it before your mock class mentor shows up because the arrows on the side of the PowerPoint are how you change which screen you're on, which page you're on. Or you can type it in the bottom. There's a gray box you can type it in, but that takes more time. So push the arrow. And I will show you the classroom looks like this. Correct. So that's what the classroom looks like. Again, I would love to show you me teaching this in the classroom, but I am keeping the content confidential for that because I am literally going through slide by slide in order. I've never done this before, but I wanted to give you an exact blueprint of how I teach it. Watch other teachers. You don't have to teach it exactly how I watch it or how I teach it. Your mock class mentor's like, did you watch Nancy? Because your video's just like hers. Teach to your forte, teach your style, make it you, don't copy someone else or else that will just be miserable. But they are looking for energy, interactive, and look for the ESL skills that I show you in this video. All right, let's go. As we go through the slides, have them in front of you so you know exactly what slide I'm on. So slide number 1, your introduction. You make sure that you have a simple introduction. Watch me. Hello. My name is Teacher Nancy. Nancy. What is your name? Ava. My name is Ava. How old are you? I am 5 years old. Good job. Are you ready? Good. Circle X. X. X, X, X. Next. So I did an intro, my name, your name, one report question, how old are you or how are you? And then I said, are you ready? That's it. Do that for your intro. I circled the letter X and introduced, that's what the lesson is on. Slide number 2. You do not have to use the reward system that is in the PowerPoint. It is a helicopter and someone's climbing up the helicopter. However, you do not have to use that. You can use your own reward system, keep it simple. Make sure you have 2 reward systems, one for each lesson. If you use the same one for both lessons, you need to adjust it for a higher level student. Monkey. When you do a good job, good job. Monkey gets a banana. Gets a banana. Monkey gets a banana. Yes! Simple. Keep it simple. Warm-up number 1. In the warm-up, they already know these pictures. They know the vocabulary. So your job as a teacher is to check for understanding. It's like a test. Did they retain what they've already learned? I will always model, show them I do, we do one together, and then they do it on their own. If I keep doing each one for them, I'm not testing what they know. So I'm going to show you how I model this. On the screen, I circle. So I'm going to just commentate. I'm circling, so you know what I'm doing on the screen. I'm not just doing this. But when I'm in the classroom, I make sure I direct their attention by circling on the screen. Okay? You'll get to see my TPR and my props, but know that the PowerPoint itself is a huge visual. I use that the most. That's the biggest visual I use. Tomato. I see a tomato. Good. Circle tomato. Yes. Elbow. What do you see? Yes, I see an elbow. Good. Robot. Good job. Table. What do you see? Good. Ruler. It's kind of see-through. Good. Tongue. Good job. High five. Monkey gets a banana. 1. Banana. Banana. Frequent rewards, giving him rewards. So I kept that very simple, and you'll notice I gradually released to where the student was doing it. So I was just using TPR. They were saying a complete sentence, I see a or an, on each picture. Our next one, I would do this on the computer screen, but I wanted to show you with just my own little whiteboard. But do it on the computer screen. It's so much easier. Oh. Big L. Small L. Draw a line. Draw a line. Draw a line. Good. Yes! Good job! Pound it. Ba-la-la-la-la. So I gradually released. I modeled the first one. I had the students say big letter, small letter, and the letter sound on each one using TPR, and I was circling on the screen. If the student did not know what I was trying to get out of them, if they didn't know what I wanted them to say, then I would step in and say it, and I'd have them repeat. So I can go back and forth from you do by yourself to, okay, let's do it together. You didn't quite get what I wanted. And then as long as I stay the same on each one, they'll know the expectation. And I'm always looking to correct. If they have incorrect phonics or synthetic phonics, if they say ruh, I fix Or if your student is doing a sentence and they drop the article, like if they say I see an tomato or I see tomato, I correct it. I see a tomato. Good. Simple. Keep your review to 1 minute or less. Last review slide. Again, on the screen, I would circle the letter K, and then I would begin. I'm showing you with props, but be aware that I would use the screen in the classroom. Circle there, use that. That's your tool. K. Eh. I circled elevator. Elevator. Elevator starts with A. Good. Egg. What does egg start with? Egg. Draw a line. Egg starts with A. Key. What does key start with? Yes! Great job! Elephant. Kite. Good job. King. Great job. High five. Gradual release. Now, if your student is struggling, if the math class mentor is struggling, then I spend 1 minute on this slide. I will just stick with we do. I will say each sentence, king starts with k, and have them repeat. However, I really want to try and get to the point where they're doing it on their own. Try really hard to have them do that. And if they don't, then step in and do we do on the entire slide. Now we are into the new content. We're on the slide that has the letter X. With the new content, I am doing repetition. I will say each thing 3 times. The student will repeat each of them, and then I'll use it in a complete sentence. Big X. Small X. X makes the sound X. I need to use the sentence X makes the sound X. Or I could use it on another slide when I did the review slide, and I could say K makes the sound K. But that is your objective sentence that you're teaching today, so make sure that you use it. Now, as I go to the next slide, I have a picture of a fox, and the following one is an ox. I teach them the same. On ox, when it says go back and review, it means go back to fox and review fox. Not all the way to the beginning of the lesson. So let's start fox. I would circle on the screen. Fox. 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 What do you see? Ox. 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 What do you see? I see an ox. Great job. High five. Activity time. Yeah. Now for the blending slide, for my phonics slide, you have 2 options. You could use, well, you have more options, but you could use magnetic letters and have the letters slide on a magnetic board. You could use a whiteboard and show blending, or I could circle on the actual screen and use TPR. Ax, ax, or ax, ax. That's the method I prefer, but I'm going to show you on a whiteboard. Gradual release. Ah. X. Ax. Ax. T. T. Ax. T. Ax. Tax. Yes! Max! Now we move on to the memory slide, and a lot of teachers are wondering, how do I teach this? There are 6 pictures. I focus on the top 3, and then if I have time, I'll do the bottom 3. When you flip to the next slide, those are the pictures flipped over. Some teachers will make their own little handout. They'll print out that slide and put sticky notes. That's a kind of easy proof way to do it, where I put the sticky note in front, like, I don't have a sticky note. I put a sticky note there and I can lift it up. I'm just going to show you with my whiteboard because I'm all about keeping it simple. Your goal on this slide is to practice using the 3 vocabulary words, well, the new content, X, ox, and fox. That's my goal. I want them to practice using those and know what they are. It is not to master how to do this activity. They don't get it, they don't get it. Who cares? It's fine. X. Good job. I see an X. fox, ox. X, fox, ox. Then I flip to the next slide, and so these are blank. I might need to flip back. If they don't understand it, I'll flip back to the picture that has the X. X! And then I flip back to the blank one. So I'm flipping back and forth depending on if they need that support. It really is much easier when you have a student in front of you. Fox! Good. Ox! I-C-N, ox. Good job. And we put the complete sentences in there as well. Use these words, X, fox, X. Use these words, X, fox, ox, and I-C-A or an blank. And you can also ask the question, what do you see? That's it. The final phonics slide, and a lot of applicants actually don't get to this slide because of pacing. So practice it, but you probably will just briefly get to it, to be honest. Really rarely you get to it. But if you practice your pacing, when you don't have a student in front of you, you should be finishing the slides in at least 2 minutes less than 15. So at least 13 minutes, because I couldn't do the math. Earth. Good. Ix. Ix. Yes. Ticks. Mix. 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 M. Yes. Ticks. Ticks.
Hi guys. Hi. Hi.
Yes.
Hi.
I modeled for the student how to write. Now it's their turn to write it. Remember, I'm writing on the computer screen. So that's how you do that activity if you have time, if you can do both parts of it. And that is the end, the very last slide. I would say, great job today. And I can go back, and for an extension, you are marked for extension. Be sure that you give them more than one banana. They should have 7, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Yes. You can count them. 1, 2, that's an extension. You do want to extend, even though it's a beginner level, there are still opportunities to extend. A lot of my extension is having the student use complete sentences. So that is your extension. And then I would say goodbye. Goodbye. And bring the cutest prop into class. Hasta la vista. You want to go to the park? Go to the park? Okay, we will. Now, I do have another video. It will probably follow up after this one. You'll see it pop up to the side on YouTube. But that one is on teaching my country, my culture. And I just go over tips on that one and model how I would teach specific slides to hopefully give you a tool that can help you out in your mock class. And the biggest thing is your mock class mentor there is there to help you. They are not there to only assess you. Yes, they are assessing you, but they're there to help you transition to teaching ESL and teaching online, because sometimes that's hard. It's different. It is different than teaching in the regular classroom. You're in a box and you're teaching a new language, someone that does not know the language yet. Okay, for the next one, it's a level 4, so catch that video. Thanks for joining me. This one is a level 2, very beginner level student, and there's a lot of training for this level. There's a lot of videos out there on how to teach this class. So be sure that you pick your style, but also follow the script. If you do use my referral, I would love to help you out. Shoot me an email here. I have a study guide that I'll send to you, and then some tips and some video links that go along with teaching this mock class. I can help you from any stage in the interview process, and I would be thrilled to be your go-to gal. So remember to shoot me an email and I'll help you out. I hope that you guys have a great day, and please apply in December or January. Not for like my referral bonus or anything like that, but from my own experience, I started in February, which is New Year's. Chinese New Year's. So a lot of students are hasta la vista. They're gone. They're not going to be there. So to make sure that you can build your bookings a little quicker, you want to get in during the holidays. If you do start in February, that's okay. I did it. It worked out. It all worked out. So if that's the best timing for you, then go for it. I just wanted to give this tool to all of those who are applying in December so that you can have it for your application process. So, and let me know if you already have a referral. That's just fine. I hope this video still helped you out.